there, I'm Lalita from Let's Speak English, and in this video I'm going to discuss another preposition by. Let's check out the preposition now. Now it can be used to talk about general proximity. So to show that someone is near or close to something else. And it usually means that the thing is right beside it or to the side of something else. Where did you park your car? I parked it by the supermarket. Okay, so it means I parked near the supermarket and my car is really close to the supermarket. It's probably right next to it. Another example. She has an alarm clock by her bed to help her wake up on time. And another example, I want to live by the beach one day, which means beside the beach one day. So it's easy enough, right? Now, there's a teeny weeny thing that you need to remember here. So when by is used with a verb that shows movement, it describes the movement past a person or a place or a thing. So by with a movement verb shows us that something is moving past another thing. For example, I walked by your office today, but I didn't see you. Now, here, walk is a verb that shows movement, right? So I walked past your office, which means I walked by your office. Now we also use by to set time limits. So when by is used with time, it means not later than a certain time. So when I say I have to leave for work by 7:30 a.m., what I mean is I can leave before 7:30 or exactly at 7:30, but I can't leave later than 7:30. If I leave later than 7:30, I'll be late for work. Another example, make sure you're home by midnight. Now, how many of your parents have ever said that to you? My parents have always said that to me. Funny. Moving on. We also use by to show who or what is doing something when we are using the passive voice. For example, I'd like my hair to be cut by Maria, please. So this is the passive voice. In English, we use the passive voice or the active voice for different reasons. Now so this is the passive voice right here. The active voice would be, I would like Maria to cut my hair. So in the first example, I'm using the passive voice to show that the emphasis is on the action, not on the person. The action is most important thing in this sentence. And we use by to know who or what is doing the action, if it's important. Moving on. Now, when you want to explain how an action will be done, you can use by. So when you're saying what your method for arriving somewhere, so you can talk about that, or getting something done or doing something. So for example, the traffic was so bad I had to go to work by bike. Okay, so bike was the method that I used to get to work. Another example, I'm losing weight by eating less and exercising more. Improve your strength and balance by practicing yoga. So, moving on, the last one, we can use by with a reflexive pronoun to say that you will do something alone or a person is doing something alone. Now, all personal pronouns have a reflexive form in the English language. Something like this. The personal pronoun I has a reflexive form myself. One is a personal pronoun, the reflexive form oneself. Our becomes ourselves. Him, himself. You, yourself, and them, themselves. Now there's quite few of them. But you can use by with the reflexive pronoun to talk about doing something alone or without any help from anyone else. So you could say by myself, by yourself, or by itself. That kind of thing. So you can go home. I'm happy to clean by myself. So that just means that I don't need you. I can clean up on my own. Another example, my nephew was ecstatic when he learned that he could ride his bike by himself. So those are some of the examples. So now let's look at a few situations where both with and by can be used correctly. But of course, it means that the meaning changes. And this is where it can get a little confusing. All right? So I want you to take your time here. The movie was filmed by Jerry. The movie was filmed with an underwater camera. So the difference here is, in the first sentence, it uses by to show who was doing the action, and that is Jerry. In the second sentence, it tells you what was used for filming, and that is the underwater camera. Another example, I saw a lady with a dog, and I saw a lady by a dog. With a dog talks about togetherness. Maybe the dog belonged to the lady. By the dog means the location. Perhaps the lady was standing beside a dog. We don't know whether the dog was hers. So, with that, I come to the end of these little prepositions. In case you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, Let's Speak English.